We have a new product out. I know how much time you guys have spent on this, because when you see the break aparts and you're gonna go through all the reasons why we did this, there's more tech in this putter than anything we've ever made.
That's right.
And it also is addressing a trend in tour golf and in retail that is taking off right now with zero torque.
Yeah, so this is square to square tri-hot, or S2S tri-hot. And like you said, it's zero torque. It's been the hottest trend in golf over the past year or so. So if you look at the picture here I have on the iPad, you can see where kind of this translucent shaft where it used to be on our old square to square putters. And in zero torque, the center of gravity depth and the shaft depth are the same. So it was kind of deep in the putter. You can see it has a little bit of shaft lean. In our case, it was 2 degrees of shaft lean. And with these new S2S tri-hots, it's moved forward. So it's just a little bit more natural, a little more palatable and easy to look at. In terms of the construction, so you'll recognize the tri-hot name. This is something that we've gone to a few times, most recently in tri-hot 5K in 2021, 22, 23.
Did great.
Did great.
Yeah.
Fantastic putters, super high MOI. CG was a little bit further forward. I like to talk about these a little different. So back then, we were kind of 80% in on MOI, 20% in on CG. In this case, we flipped it. We're about 80% in on CG depth and 20% in on MOI. So we really want to prioritize pushing that CG as far forward as possible without giving up too much of the MOI that these bigger mallets have. So if you look at this, you've kind of commented on this earlier when we were talking about it. If you put this in your hands and you hold it, you can feel that it wants to push forward.
It's funny because it takes nothing for it to go face down.
Yeah.
And the first time I picked one of these up in Pro Tour build, Philo had one back, and I picked it up and then literally almost dropped it.
Yeah.
It almost like flipped out of my hand. And I'm like, holy cow, like, yeah, you're right. Like this weight is way forward of traditional putters.
That's right. And I've actually seen several people drop it, picking it up for the first time, which is fun. I've done it myself. But kind of what goes into that, you can see there are a lot of different colors, a lot of different parts in there. I'll look at the number 7 broken apart that we have here. So the red, that anodized red in the back, looks really, really nice. That's aluminum. So that's a lighter material than the steel bodies that we normally go with. A couple really good things about aluminum. Number 1, like you see in the red here, it anodizes really nicely. It looks premium. We know it's going to sound and feel good. Number 2, it's about half the density of steel, so we're able to take that weight out and use a bunch of it to move forward. Number 3, it's easy to machine. You look at the sole here, you can see we have a lot of machined out pockets and areas, even underneath the sole plate. We're trying to get every gram out of this that we can then move forward. So at that point, we had 140-ish grams that we could play with, and what do we do with that? Well, we went and we put it into tungsten. So this is kind of the main driver right here. This is tungsten, and this is what we did with all the weight that we took from the back, moved it forward. On average in these 3 models we have, so we have 7, Jailbird, Rossi, on average about 140 grams of tungsten that we've put in the face. So this goes under a steel chassis in here, bonded into there, and then we have our new AI dual insert, which we'll talk a little bit, that goes in here. All right, so this is our new AI dual insert. You can see it's 2 different layers here. So we have this white layer. This is, for lack of a better term, we'll call it the cover. The red layer here, we'll call it the core. They're 2 different urethanes. So try bending that one. You can feel it's a little bit easier to bend. It's a softer material. This back one here, the core, is a firmer material.
Yeah.
You know, pulling from what we learned in AI1, developing AI dual, it's kind of the best of both worlds now. We're really excited about it.
So for a golfer at home, why that's so important that you can get forward roll high off the face, low off the face, forward roll off the middle. We all try to hit in the middle, but like for a regular golfer that plays recreationally, they play all kinds of different golf courses. They'll play slow greens, they'll play fast greens. When that ball starts to sit at different heights on the green, so you get on a slow green, that ball's sitting in a deeper depression. When you get on really firm and hard, fast greens, it sits higher up on the face. Most average golfers' strokes kind of are the same. They are what they are, and they kind of deliver the club. Well, what it creates is a vertical height difference in where they hit it on the face. But now we have an insert that isn't just good off the middle in terms of forward roll. Low on the face is producing forward roll. High off the face is producing a lot of forward roll. So I just think it's killer because you have people at home that are going to invest in a lot of technology in this putter, but they're going to go play all these different golf courses and they're going to see over time, like their distance control is going to improve. Their lines are going to be tighter because if you get the ball rolling with topspin and it's not spinning any time bouncing around, the imperfections on a green are not going to affect your speed or how the putt's wanting to break.
Yeah.
It's a home run.
But the most important thing, and you crushed it on this, is consistent topspin. And up and down the face, we've tightened that topspin, that standard deviation, or improved the consistency of it. That's going to help a lot on breaking putts too. It doesn't take much of a change in your skid distance for that putt to break a little bit differently than the way you thought or envisioned. And so having a tighter skid distance or more control over that, tighter topspin consistency is really, really helpful, even if it's not always super perceivable.
Eric Steuben, guys, spent a lot of time here designing one of the most advanced putters we've ever created at Odyssey. We have the new AI dual insert, and I can promise you that every single player out there is going to benefit from this new insert. Thank you for the time, because as we know, any time with Eric is time well spent. So I appreciate it, and thank you for breaking this thing down, and let's go make some putts.
Let's do it.
See you on the course.